And with
hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center. Now here's Giannis. The shot from the low post is good. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of a season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments. You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
That one wide left. Brooklyn with the ball. Now Harris. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Griffin trying to get open. Harden's shot is good.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Bucks. Jordan, it's good on the putback.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday gets the bucket. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Jordan against Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Now here's Harden. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. Pass to Harris. Left side, Brown. Griffin, no one around him. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
So they take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
The 3 from Harden. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Lopez outside. Over Jordan.
Wow, what a credit to DeAndre Jordan. Just tremendous defense. Uses his length.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good from Tucker. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Holiday looking for an opening. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Back to Connaughton. 5 to shoot to the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jeff Green picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Free throw good. Portis. Good on both. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to Utah. Holiday attacking, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Milwaukee has possession. Here's Holiday. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Outside Irving. The pass to Claxton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Holiday finds Portis. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Irving with it. He has 6. Green, the pass to Irving. They get it again. Here's Claxton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
They double him with Irving, and Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and James Harden subbed in for Johnson. And Zo Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Irving against DiVincenzo. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. DiVincenzo against Irving. With a step back, and that one is good. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
The Nets with the lead. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Offensive rebound. Here's Griffin. Passes it to Harden. And another shot. Back to Griffin. Left side, Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Just 2 to shoot. They shoot again. Keeps it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Jordan finds Harden. 19 seconds left now here in the second. On the wing, Harden. Outside, Irving. He gets it in there. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Now, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And so it's Brooklyn with their... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they tripped. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Luwawu in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Middleton. That shot off the mark. Good D by Harden.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Free throw line jump shot. That's good on the jump shot. Harden's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Nets.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Good work there as it goes.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. For three, Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jordan the pass to Llewellyn. And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Llewellyn. He's still scoreless so far in this one, but he recovers it. Irving for three. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 6.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And he gets it to go.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Irving attacking. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Irving's got 12.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
For three, Middleton. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And Holiday, here we go. Yes, that goes in. 12 points for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
On the wing, Harris. And here is Irving. He's got 14. Stolen by Tucker. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Forbes. Puts the move on. Kicks it down to Middleton. And he makes that one.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Irving. And contact on the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. In the corner, it's Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check.
Stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
To the paint. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Griffin in for Green.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Holiday against Harden, off on the layup. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Harden surveying the D. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now Holiday. Doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping him.
Harden outside. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Harden dishes to Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
Now here is Holiday. There's the lob at Kumbo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Harden finds Harris. Back to Harden. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And Holiday is right there.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden against Holiday. Harden the pass to Jordan. Lopez with the block.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Harden outside. He dishes it to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Harden has a wide open look. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. The putback. It counts.
Lopez loves this pressure. He thrives in moments. He shows his greatness. Nice shot.
Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Jordan. Harris kicks to Brown. Here's Harden. Lopez grabs the board. Giannis with it. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brown wide open. He fires. Misses the shot. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey. Green is out there with Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and 5-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. The players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Golden State. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Portis. Boy, he was something else against Boston.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Howard kicks to Curry. Launches it. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Holiday. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. Outside, Simmons. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Simmons got 5.
Boy, it's critical that Simmons keeps hitting from here, showing that he wants to round out his overall game.
Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey. It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Philadelphia also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. And the Bucks with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 7.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Thibault, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Hey, Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thibault, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball.
Oh, the power on that prudent.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Milton's shot is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Thibault. Floats it up for Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Thibault with the ball. In the corner, it's Harris. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Here's Forbes, and it's blocked. Here's Harris. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up by 4. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got Brook Lopez. E.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry. Here's DiVincenzo. Good on the 7-footer.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks leading by 8. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And yes, it's good. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday, They'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Scott can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
Here's Maxey. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Now DiVincenzo. 17 points for him last game against Boston. Now the 76ers on the break. Vegas passes to Scott. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Thibault. Outside, Scott. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Both free throws good from Holiday. 56 seconds left in the first half. And here now is Thibault. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Brazdeikis. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
1 second left. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that should do...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Simmons. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 8. And Holiday throws it down.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Milton. Here's Simmons. Lopez against Howard. Here's Curry with the 3. No good there. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Holiday. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 14-point game. And there's the pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. Shoots over Tucker. Simmons can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's Connaughton missing. The 76ers trail by 14 to the inside. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points in the game. There's the triple. Hits the 3-point bomb. Holiday's got 14 points for the game.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Pass to Green. To the paint. Here's Howard. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Milton. Outside, Simmons. From the baseline. A rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
1:32 left here in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. No good from Connaughton. The 76ers trail by 15. The drive by Simmons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. 1:04 left in the third. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. The dish to Tucker. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. It'll be the 4th game in a 7-game road trip.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Milton.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
The lead now in single digits. He's got 11.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Holiday, the pass to Tucker. 16 seconds left to play in the 3rd. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Portis. In close, he hits it. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Here's Korkmaz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the 1st round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
DiVincenzo with it. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. That one drops for him. Now with Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Reed kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Reed. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Here is Forbes. Up again. It's good on the putback.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Maxey passes to Thibault. And here's Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Scott. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee leading by 9. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And here's Maxey. Now Giannis. He's all alone. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Passes it to Thibault. On the wing, Scott. Here's Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Drew Holiday has checked in for Milwaukee.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
And he can't get the first one. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. 1:19 left here in the 4th quarter. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
Tonight they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
Holiday looking over the floor. The wide open look here for Lopez. DiVincenzo off target with that shot. So no problem for Milwaukee. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in at the shot. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's Harden with the drive.
Oh, just exceptional focus from Harden on the drive, knowing that the D can't stop him no matter what they do.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Now Simmons. He had 22 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Here is Harden. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you said, let it play out. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Simmons. Green finds Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Curry passes to Howard. Back to Curry. To the middle, and stolen by Jordan. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From 13, Green, no luck.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Harden outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Simmons passes to Howard. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's sent back by Howard. Green, the pass to Maxey. No good from outside. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Harden. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 6 points for James Harden.
And Harden is certainly used to finishing through the physical defense, demonstrating just how special a player like he truly is.
Pass to Green. Dishes it to Simmons. This one for 3. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Harden left side. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Uncovered. Green with the rebound.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Here is Harden. He has 6. Nails the wide open jump shot. Harden's got 8 points.
Oh, just a gorgeous looking J from Harden, really sticking it to the D.
With 1 on the clock, and Simmons slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Harris is out there with Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Here's Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Claxton's got his first points in this one.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trail by 5. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Irving for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Irving. Here's Claxton. Passes it to Irving. Second chance shot. Yep, that one goes.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Joe is guarded by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A moment here now to see the numbers for Ben Simmons.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Irving with the ball. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Johnson outside. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Again, Irving missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Thybulle kicks to Milton. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 5. Here's Irving. Finished off the break.
Out in the open court. Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Korkmaz. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Korkmaz. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Golden State. Scott finds Harris. Over Claxton. Harris's shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The kick out to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin passes to Johnson. Right side, Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu, and it's James Harden in for Johnson. That one drops. He ties it up.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player, a double-double threat who's tough to match up against.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Joe, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Irving surveying the floor. Over Thibault. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting line. Jack. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 1 spot.
Give him another. But Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Inside, Howard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Simmons.
Oh, nice. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Brown the pass to Jordan. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Jordan, and stolen by Howard. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Brown inside, and he banks in the layup. Brown's got his first points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Maxey passes to Howard. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
A moment now to see the stats for Ben Simmons. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up about 17 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tone.
Did you see that? And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
And stolen by Jordan. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Harden. To the paint. Green kicks to Harden. Shoots over Curry. Harden, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good from Simmons.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Jordan. Great positioning on the putback.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Down low, here's Simmons. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Did you see that? Great. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
And then Simmons slams it in.
This is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
It's Harden with the drive.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Maxey. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Jeff Green.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can't, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Nobody near Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Simmons penetrating. And then Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Luwawu, the pass to Chioza. Outside Irving. Milton grabs the board.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now the feed to Scott. To the middle. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
A nice shot by Irving.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
And here is Simmons. 26 points for him. And the pass to Harris. Simmons inside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Tobias Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Milton. He feeds it to Harris. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown's got the ball. Here's Harris. The shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Brown the pass to Claxton. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Thybulle finds Simmons. Here's Milton. Good. Nice job down low. Milton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And he commits the intentional foul. Reed is checked in for Philadelphia. Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Over Milton. And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia leading by 9. Here's Harris. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on the shots.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
On the clock, Reed kicks to Thybulle. And the 3 ball is good. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
To the inside, it's Reed high post. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Joe. A 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. Joe. Griffin grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Goes up, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
Harris outside. The 3. But they'll get another chance. Fires the 3. Shot clock at 5. Thybulle kicks to Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
Al Harden. 1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. A second chance effort. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Curry with it. Pass to Maxey. Back to Curry. To the right side. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And a deep three from Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Simmons. Over to the wing. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Harden wide open. He shoots off the mark. So it's the 76ers. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
This season starts during sprints. If I got to play lock, I'll play lock. If I got to play center, I'll play center. I'm going to do what's best for the team and help us win the championship.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. And a good Thursday evening to you. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the Nets starting five. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the one spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Harris outside. From the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Now DiVincenzo. James Harden missing on the three.
But you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Now, here is Harden. Over Holiday. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Here's Holiday. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Now here's Harden. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Holiday. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Fires from the line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Jordan just wreaking havoc on the rim now.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now Holiday. He had 13 points in the win against Boston. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
58 seconds left to play in the first. Harden gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Middleton outside. Poked away and stolen by Irving. Now here's Jordan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And the technical free throw is good.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. The rebound by Luwawu.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Johnson. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's Luwawu. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz. Here's Connaughton. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Griffin passes to Luwawu. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. And taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
And Tyler plays both ends of the floor very well, using his fast hands there to clog up the passing lane.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Middleton outside. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn leading by 6. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. He's off on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Yeah, you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. And ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Luwawu. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's It's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Inside. Bank shot. No good. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Middleton. Now the pass to Connaughton. Puts up a 3. Tucker can't get it to go. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. The second effort. Here's Portis. Feeds it to Middleton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Johnson's been putting in the hours to get more and more consistent from the free throw line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Harden. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson with the block.
Well, Tyler Johnson getting up fast to block that one.
And Griffin slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Giannis, no good. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Harden with it. He has 7. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Loads it up for Giannis. Fast break, here we go. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Giannis. The Bucks trail. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Harden surveying the D, and the jam by Harden.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he knows the defense was absolutely playing him soft, not respecting his abilities whatsoever, so he made them pay.
Clock at 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets with the lead. Down low. Irving against Holiday. Now here's Irving. D right on him. Pass to Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's Holiday. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Irving.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
DiVincenzo against Brown. Knocked away. Pass to Claxton. And here's Harris from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Holiday. Misses the layup. Nets leading by 4. Here's Brown. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. And here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Claxton the pass to Irving. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Can they get it? And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 7.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Irving for 3. Doesn't go that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Brooklyn ahead, up 4. And right after this, we'll bring you... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Harden against DiVincenzo.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Holiday looking over the floor. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Harden outside. And he lays it straight in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
Now Harden. He dishes it to Harris. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Harden against Lopez. The Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The feed to Lopez. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got his first basket.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Now, here is Harden. To the paint. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Irving. Holiday attacking. Back to DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Lopez. There's the pass to Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the shot is good. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against Holiday. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from James Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside Holiday. The dish to Lopez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden outside. Tries again. Jordan kicks to Harden. Here's Johnson. Jordan trying to free himself up. Yes!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Outside Holiday. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Timeout called the Nets. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. At the tip, offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden down out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Middleton dishes to Giannis. Lopez, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Lopez has got the first points here in the overtime period for the Bucks.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Outside Holiday. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. And the jam by Harden.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Giannis has got 26. Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Here is Harden. Fires from the wing. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. He can't hit that time. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Got it!
And the outcome on the line. Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
Irving with the ball. Passes to Claxton.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Timeout called, the Nets. And here's Harden. Good on the bucket.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. What's your take, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
make sure the community knows what you're doing on the court. So you're not doing it for no reason. It will help you out in the long run to hopefully let you get drafted into the 2K League.
Awesome words of wisdom there. Thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV today. Best of luck in Season 4, Crazy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Green, and it's Curry in at the 2 guard.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Here's Holiday after Ben Simmons' bucket.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Outside, Simmons. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Lopez. A 17-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
DiVincenzo. Curry with some nice D.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Curry with a wide open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And stolen by Harris. And there's Green on the assist from Harris.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Well, it is a long season. We know that, and the All-Star break provides Greg some respite. But how do you keep your body fresh as we're heading down the stretch here?
Kevin, you got to listen to the training staff. I mean, first and foremost, teams are getting more advanced, measuring when players are wearing down and trying to protect them. All the tools are there, but you've got to take advantage. And the other thing is mentally, you've got to be fresh. It's not just about your body being fresh. So sometimes you need to be able to shut the brain down in terms of the game and get your focus elsewhere.
And so here is Philadelphia after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Curry. He kicks to Howard. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Holiday, no one around him. No good on the triple. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. The drive by Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his third bucket of the night.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
And it's blocked by Simmons. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Passes it to Simmons. Feeds to Howard. Back to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 9. Count the basket. Simmons got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Drills the three-pointer.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Maxey. Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Tucker. Korkmaz, no good. The Bucks trail, and they're running. Left side, Portis. Pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game will be played in Los Angeles. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Middleton. A second chance effort, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Bucks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. The pass to Korkmaz. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Right side Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Maxey, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
1:11 left in the first half. Here's Maxey. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Outside Holiday. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Outside, Scott. Here's Reed. Shot clock at 6. Maxey. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the lob to Portis. Here is Forbes. A putback. And it's Reed pulling it down. Passes it to Thibault for the 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's going to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach. Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Holiday surveying the floor. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Ben Simmons.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, Simmons. There's the feed to Howard. There's the dish to Green. 5 to shoot. That's good from Howard, and the assist from Green. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
Holiday against Simmons. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And that one, good. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Lopez with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Wide open. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Dwight Howard.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Here's Holiday. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Lopez with the steal. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Lopez passes to Giannis. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Inside, here's Harris. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Thibault. And stolen by Thibault. Milton with it, now guarded by Middleton. And now here are the 2K leaderboard. Since the All-Star break, these teams are leading the NBA in second chance points. The 76ers in second.
Not many will go after it on the offensive boards the way they do. I mean, and particularly since the break, they have really made teams pay on the inside.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Reed's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Middleton looking it over. 30 seconds left in the third. Milton grabs the board.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here's Thibault. He's guarded closely. The shot missing. Now the Bucks moving it up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee on top, up by 5. Live from... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Maxey. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Harris. Howard in the post. Lopez is there, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Outside Holiday. Rebounded by Howard. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Reedy's checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And then Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Reed, and it's Korkmaz in for Green. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Reedy's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Curry with the three. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Middleton left side. And that one drops for him.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Outside, Simmons. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Here's Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard comes in for Reed, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Mike Scott. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. 5 on the clock. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Harris outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. Middleton outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. And here is Simmons. Six to shoot. Kicks it to Howard. Simmons. The putback is no good. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baseline J on the way, and the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Al Simmons. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
At the line for 2. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 1. 1 second left in the game. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. And it's in there. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Another shot. Sweet move. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Rebounded by Howard.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Yeah, such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
Harden, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Simmons, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Green taking his time here. Harden against Green. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Curry.
How about the effort from Seth Curry? If he's blocking shots, wow, what a lift for his guys.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
So it's Brooklyn now after the Sixers pick up 2. Harden with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Luwawu. The feed to Jordan. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Now, here's Scott, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. A 3-ball. Jordan with the rebound. It's tipped. It's stolen by Milton. They double him with Jordan. Pass to Milton. Outside Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And finished off by Brown.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Out to the right wing. The pass to Milton. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And the 76ers also making a change. Eibel's checked in. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Brown. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Milton's shot is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
1 second left, and the layup good by Irving.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Irving down out there with Griffin, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Irving, tipped away. Pass to Korkmaz. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. No good from the low block. Nets leading by 3. Oh, Griffin in position.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one's good, Maxey.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Johnson surveying the floor. Nobody near Irving. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to Utah. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. From beyond the arc. Maxey, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the shot is good from Johnson.
This guy's so good at the catch-and-shoot game. Tyler Johnson has tremendous lift off the floor. He's going to get a good look.
Here's Maxey. Johnson with the block.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
To the middle, here's Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
Tyler Johnson's always best when he's playing within himself. You have to understand, hey, I'm here to facilitate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Irving. 76ers getting the bucket. And too long on the shot.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Irving. And it's James Harden in for Johnson. The 76ers shooting their first foul shot of the night. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Green. Outside for Griffin. Nets passing it around. Harden against Simmons. And no good. Trying to use the glass. To the inside. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Harden with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Harden against Howard. Simmons against Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Harden. Got a hand on it. Fast break Philadelphia. Green leading the charge. Feeds it to Howard. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Simmons. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Pass to Green. He kicks it to Reed. Takes the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one possession. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. Simmons against Harden. And that one, good.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Now here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Harden against Simmons. Harden right side. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Here's Luau. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luau. And then for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Thybulle. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Thybulle's got his first basket of the night.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
4 on the shot clock. And Howard with the stuff.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Harden scanning the floor. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's the 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6. Here's Milton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. 5th best, the Nets.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Harris.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Nets leading by 3. Harden kicks to Griffin. Pulls it up. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Pass to Thibault. Thibault on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Green kicks to Griffin. Brown outside. The pass to Claxton. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Now Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why I think he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Here is Harden. And there's the feed to Griffin. Over in the corner, Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And they're in the middle of this long string of games away from home. That'll be game 4 of 7 straight away. Here is Harden. After Ben Simmons' bucket. Passes it to Luwawu. Back to Harden. They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Harris. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. The finish. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Here's Luwawu. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. The drive by Simmons. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Now here's Harden. kicks to Griffin. He dishes it to Jordan. Nets passing it around. 5 to shoot. Luwawu, the pass to Perry. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Simmons. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At the line for your Nets, 2 shots.
Gets the first. That brings them within 5. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Reed. Korkmaz checked in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Now here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Here's Howard. Pass to Thybulle. He kicks it to Simmons. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons. A genius at drawing contact.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Irving against Simmons. Irving misses.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here is Harris. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets trail by 6.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And he gets it back. Jordan always going to get hit with his second flagrant foul of the day, and that's the limit. He's out of the game and on his way to the locker room.
I can't believe he wouldn't exercise more control. I mean, knowing he already had 1 flagrant foul, you can't be that reckless when you're on thin ice like he was.
Greg, after his first flagrant, you knew the officials were going to have their eyes on the rest of the way, and now he'll be making the lonely walk, the walk of shame, back to the locker room. The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Mike Scott's checked in for Green. Pass to Claxton. Stolen. Now here's Thybulle. Not a lot of room. The shot's good.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And it's blocked by Scott. They retain possession. Here's Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving against Harris. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Trying his luck from deep. It's hauled in by Perry. They push it up 4 on 3. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. And on the way from Irving for 3, but they get it back. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,